So a lot of people have been asking us and wondering, like, okay, you said you were going full-time RVing January 1st, and now it's almost the end of January.
Yeah.
And
like, why are you still here?
why are you still in your house? So we're gonna do like a lightning round of questions that we have gotten from people about our plans and when we're actually going to start full-time RVing.
Where are all the places that you're getting rid of stuff?
Ooh, this is my specialty. So we kind of answered this on another video, but we are giving stuff to Salvation Army. We are selling stuff on Craigslist, on eBay. We've put stuff out on a free pile. We've taken a lot of stuff to auction. We've given stuff to friends and relatives.
We've moved a lot of stuff from one room to another room.
And then the rest of the stuff is in storage.
How hard do you think it'll be to adjust?
It'll probably be tough.
It's a whole different mindset. It's like we grew up raised like 9-to-5 job and living in one place, and I mean my parents had this home my entire life, much less where we want to go next, what we're going to do. So it'll be a challenge, and we know that. And
yeah, we
but
just
it'll
have to
be
be
exciting.
all just try to be flexible. And,
What will you do for money?
that's a good question. We're hoping to find some money along the way, like in a box along the road. But no, we're planning on coming up with independent sources of income, like with like freelance writing, and I'm going to put like a speech program together, and then we're going to really promote our YouTube page and eventually start Patreon to generate income that way. So it's going to be, again, a whole nother mindset.
When is the estimated embarking date?
So when we're leaving, we'll be within 2 weeks. What we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be out of the house by the end of this week, and then it's a matter of getting just the house staged and getting all the paperwork and stuff done with the real estate guy.
All the real estate stuff.
Yeah, we don't want to leave till it's listed.
What are your plans when you're done traveling?
We might not ever be done traveling. But part of the purpose of the journey is to kind of figure out where we want to end up and settle with a smaller house. And that'll be our home base then.
Yeah,
we'll always be RVing at some point, but
yeah, whether it's full time, yeah, it might not be full time. So about a year or maybe 2 on the road, and then get a small house somewhere warm.
How full is the storage unit?
Storage unit, I would say, is like 2/3 full. We'll be squeezing some things in there at the end, just the mattresses, a chair, and stuff. But we got pretty much everything over there.
Yeah,
stacked really high. It's a 15 by 10 unit, so. It's looking pretty good.
What happens when the RV has to go in the shop?
Yeah, that's a big concern. If that happens, hopefully we'll luck out and we won't have too many issues. When it does happen, you just have to find the nearest service center, and then if it's just a day or 2, 3, whatever, we just have to stay in a hotel.
Yeah, tricky part is who will allow the 5 of us with 2 dogs.
2 dogs, yeah.
What renovations have you made to the RV?
We didn't really do too much. I bought a storage unit that has like 6 cubicles in it, and then I added a little extension on the end that I can use as a table. Other than that, it's just putting all kinds of storage, like little plastic storage drawers. Here's one of the ones we're going to put next to the bed.
And of course, I mean, if you watched previous videos, we had taken out the couch months ago and put in a trundle bed, so the twins have the trundle bed.
Will you be coming back to Pennsylvania at all?
Yes, so I mentioned that briefly in another question. In April and May, the kids have state testing, that even though we homeschool. So we'll be home like in Pennsylvania mid-April to mid-May, and we will just be staying in our RV at local state parks or friends and family's driveways in the areas of like Lehigh County, Lancaster County. Then we will go off again and not be back until probably just holidays.
Yeah.
What about the pets?
We got rid of the chickens.
Now we found them a really good home where they're going to live out their happy little life with some other chickens. And Clover, our precious little bunny, she's still with us, but she is going to go and live with my aunt and uncle and cousin. And of course, the dogs are coming with us.
How big is your RV?
It's 33 feet long.
Yeah. What's the square footage though?
Figured it out one time. With the slides out and everything like that, it's 350 square feet, I think, something like that.
There you go. So we're going from 2,500 square foot house to 350 square feet.
Yeah.
We'll make it work.
What places will you camp?
Well, there's a couple of main types of places we want to stay. First of all, state parks. We know we just love those. National parks, there's always private campgrounds.
And then we'll be doing boondocking, and boondocking is called dry camping, no hookups. Public lands, mainly there's a lot out west where you go and you stay on those properties for up to 2 weeks. And then when we're traveling on the road, if we just need to stop for a night, we can stop at Walmart's. We've done that before.
How long of time period will you be driving?
It would probably be a balance, somewhere 5-6 hour driving days are easy for us.
Yeah.
8-9 hours is pretty much our normal.
That's normal. And sometimes we've done 12 to 15. So it might depend on the weather or
where we want to get to.
Where we want to go, you know. Generally not more than 10 hours in a day.
Will you have to stay at wheelchair accessible places?
Well, that's preferable because at the state parks or private campgrounds, the ones that are wheelchair accessible usually are paved paths that the camper goes on.
And they're wider.
And they're usually nice and close to the bathhouse. But that's sort of just a plus, but it's not a necessity.
It's not a necessity.
You have to stay at one that has gravel, sand, or whatever. We have a big vinyl mat that we can put down.
How long will you stay at campgrounds or parks?
A minimum of a week, preferably.
Yeah.
You know, like if we're at, you know, obviously the overnights are overnights, 1 or 2 sometimes in travel, in transit, and up to a month probably if we really like an area and want to check it out for future maybe living there.
Yeah, because when it's less than a week, it just seems like once you get settled in, hooked up, and all that stuff, and it's time to tear down again. And so we want to try to avoid short, 3-4 day stays.
Since you don't have an oven, what kind of things will you cook?
Cooking is something I'm kind of concerned about.
I'm not going to cook anything, I'm just eating.
I'm kind of like nervous about cooking because we eat pretty healthy and I love to cook and bake and stuff, and I'm not going to have an oven. The microwave's convection. I mean, we've gone for 3-4 weeks at a time. You know, then we generally eat a little unhealthier than normal, but we don't want to be doing that. Well, Brian and Jared might want to be doing that for a full year.
Do you have an itinerary for your trip?
Basically, we kind of have an idea. The first leg of the journey is going to be down probably towards the Gulf Coast of Texas, and then through the Carolinas, maybe Florida a little bit, maybe in March, and then back up here.
And then in May, we're like big IndyCar fans. So Indy 500 we get to every year, so we will be spending the month of May after they're testing out in Indianapolis. Once we leave Indianapolis, we're probably going to head westward. We'd like to be in California probably mid-June and visit some of our friends out there, like JCTV, we're coming for you. And so that'll be like June, July, doing like California around that area, then maybe head up towards Utah in August. And then by October, we'll probably want to head back east and do Florida for a while because we do probably plan to be back up in Pennsylvania for the holidays.
Sum up how you're each feeling about this in one word.
Traumatized.
I'm feeling like finally, because it's taken so long and we're so close, and it's like finally we're getting to do this.
Yeah.
And not just the getting ready now, it's been
Decades.
years and years, decades that we wanted to do something like this.
So I'm just excited would be the word. I know it's kind of a bland word. Excited for what the future holds, what we're going to do, where we're going to end up living. Okay, so thanks for watching. We hope this answers some of the questions you may have had about our RV journey. So remember, as of like February 1st or so, we will actually be on the road, but we will keep you updated.
On the road again?
No, not again. Nope. There's no song in this video.
So if anybody has any further questions, let us know, or suggestions. If there have been full-time RVers or campers or anything like that for travel tips, we'll take them in the comments. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.